Hello, welcome to my first ever video diary on the I Choose Freedom channel. It's my honor to be here amongst those who are sharing their story about this raw experience of coming out of the cocoon. It's been a long time being in the cocoon, a long time of I guess hibernation is a word that describes what a lot of my cocoon experience has been. I live in central Ohio. Ohio is a state in the Midwestern part of the U.S., and I live in a small home, rented home in a rural area, and it's not very densely populated. And I live by myself, not even a cat or a dog at this point. So um, I have been this way for a few years now, and I I thoroughly appreciate having the space and the place and the quiet and the solitude to go as deep into myself as I might want to go. Well, not that I want to go there every day, because sometimes what you find is a surprise. But anyhow, here I am, and I think I failed to mention that my name's Anita, but that's the name I go by, Anita. So, welcome everybody. So, Iceland's done a beautiful job of setting a pace for this channel. May I be as raw and authentic as she is. Normally, I speak to no one during the day other than maybe myself or the washing machine or the dishwasher. But mostly, I don't talk about my experiences. So talking about them is kind of a new thing. Sometimes I write in my journal or I text to others, but here's talking. All right, so on with it. So every day I wake up, it's a brand new experience, right? I have no agenda, no plans for what my day is going to look like. It just kind of unfolds. Well, uh, this is a date, February 24th is a date that stands out to me. It's very near and dear to my heart, this particular day. It represents a beginning point. It is a day that the door was open for me to be able to come into this world, and a balance was held so that I could come in and go as far out and as deep in as I wanted to without getting lost. I always had this tether that started on this particular day. I had this tether, so I would not tether who went deep into the material plane in order to hold the balance for me. So I was born 9 months to the day later. So I left myself these kinds of clues so it could dawn on me about what's what. So anyhow, so today was a significant day, and it felt like a completion. It feels as though I no longer require this tether. So when I got out of bed this morning, I was just going around my house, opening the curtains and the blinds, and I was feeling into this completion. And the mind comes in and will ask the questions periodically, and it did that today. It came in and it asked, so if are you dropping your end of the I don't even know what to call it, what you guys said you do together. This is my mind asking me what you two said you do together. Are you like dropping the ball and like leaving him high and dry? And so then I started to feel into completion, the energy of completion. And it's of course, my answer to myself is completion is completion. And if there's more than one uh, being involved in the situation, it's completion for that other being as well. So completion is completion for both, not just me. So with that, I keep jiggling the table. My apologies. With that, I it came back to a somebody recently in a YouTube video I was listening to referred to the Ouroboros, you know, the symbol where the snake is eating its own tail. They refer to that as the symbol of infinity. And I felt that, and it's like, no, that doesn't feel right to me. Without having studied anything about the Ouroboros, I felt into it. I sensed into it, and it seemed to me that the Ouroboros is more representative of the Alpha and the Omega, excuse me, the Alpha and the Omega, and it is about the beginning and the completion all at once, as opposed to the infinity sign. The infinity sign has that crossover point in the middle, and to me, that indicates sort of a twistedness to the energies that make up the experience. And it signifies to me repeat, repeat, repeat. It's a loop. And so it's different. That's twisted, where the Ouroboros or the circle to me represents wholeness, completion. So that's what I was feeling into. And then I had to kind of laugh because I've lived in duality. You know, I'm starting my sixth decade living in duality, and I haven't really paid much attention to the experience of living in duality. So, um, this helped me to see that with every single beginning, the completion is already there. In duality, everything exists. The thing that we're perceiving in the moment exists, as does its opposite. So when the beginning of this experience began, the completion was there as well. And the same thing is happening as I um, sense into what's occurring um, at all levels as I free my energy. So I recognizing that as I came into, let's say, my physical body, the physical body, in order for it to form, it it was pulled in by gravity. It was, you know, condensed and condensed and condensed until it came into this material plane. And at the exact same time, the opposite was happening, because this is duality. It's like, duh. I mean, 60 years it took me to realize this. So, let's see. Duality, everything. That's why this process that we are going through right now is a natural process. How many times have I heard those words? Oh man, more times than I want to count. But it finally dawned on me what that means. It's the beginning and the end, all wrapped up into one package here in the land of duality. All right, I've had more interesting experiences today, but I think that's enough for my first video. Thank you so much for listening. I'll catch you next time. Bye.